get asked semi-regularly by publishers about the benefit of ad networks to drive revenue for them. Google Adsense is the most familiar one, but there's many out there. And ad networks allow you to have ads appear on your website as a local publisher without having to sell them. Now, before I get into the economics of it, I want to talk about a few of the high-level concepts. So first and foremost, if you use an ad network, you're going to get ads from all sorts of businesses, and you can have some selection over the type, but there's some limitations to what you can do. But the first thing is that you're basically saying to your local advertisers, we're going to take a little bit of money from these other folks out there, we're not going to sell to you. And that's kind of, that's kind of a bummer. The second piece is because you're not selling, you don't keep 100% of the revenue. Google, for instance, pays 68% of what they collect to the publisher, which is a good percentage since you're not doing any work, but nevertheless not nearly 100%. And because you are bundled in with many, many other websites, what Google charges is far lower than you could charge, especially because you focus on a local market with a local audience for local businesses, and so the amount of revenue you can collect is way, way lower. And we're going to run through and we're going to talk about that here. So, ad networks, how do they work? Google, like most ad networks, uses a cost per click, which basically says every time someone clicks on an ad, we're going to pay you a certain amount. Now, I've done a bunch of research because we're not experts on ad networks, mostly because it doesn't fit the model of local publishers very well, but the average cost per click can be calculated at 25 cents. So we're going to put up here 0.25. Now, for certain niches, you can get more and less, but it really is a value buy to be on the Google Ad Network. So 25 cents per click. As a publisher, you get 68% of that. Okay, so I'm going to do some quick math here. And let's see, 68% of 25 cents is 17 cents per click, right? So you're making 17 cents every time someone clicks on an ad. That's not great. Now, the internet average on click-through rate is 0.1%. 1 click per 1,000 impressions. If you hit that number, you're doing okay. And you can definitely outperform, but you can definitely underperform as well. So let's use that and say that you need, you just have a 1% click-through rate. And let's say that you have 10,000 page views a month. All right, so 10,000 page views a month. And let's say that your average page has 3 ads showing. So now you've got 30,000 ads that you show a month. You get 1 click per 1,000 on average, so you're getting 30 clicks a month times 17 cents. Let's see, that would be $5 in revenue. So, you know, it's not going to do a lot for you. The headache isn't going to be worth it. Now, if you think that you're going to have a higher cost per click because of your audience, then you can do the math. Maybe it's 10 times that, right? Maybe it's $25, $2.50 a click, and then your number here will go to 50. It's 100, it'll go to 500, right? If you have more than 10,000 page views a month, you can do the math. But these are certain things that you're up against. And so they tend to not fit terribly well for local publishers. You simply don't have the traffic and the economics don't work. If you had millions of page views and you kind of had a low value, broad interest content like all the clickbait we see on social media, this would work for you to drive revenue, but for local publishers, not so much. Okay, so ad networks, like Google, can supplement income, and we've seen some publishers make as much as $100 or $200, but most of the publishers we work with just can't make that much money. A related concept is affiliate marketing. So I'm going to clear this out. So affiliate marketing works a little differently. Affiliate marketing says, hey, when someone goes to a website and they start it on your website and they buy something, you get a commission. So you don't get paid for showing ads. You don't even get paid for clicks. You get paid when they convert. Okay? And usually most affiliate programs will give you something like 30 days. So they track that user with a cookie, assuming they don't clear their cookies or use a different device. And then you get credit that way. we're definitely not experts on affiliates, so I've got a few things pulled up here that I'm going to reference as my cheat sheet here. And just as a point of reference, this will vary even more by industry than cost per click. I see here in health, for instance, the health industry sees a range of commission rates from 7 to 50%. Vitamin Shop offers 9%. Market Health up to 50% on different medications and products. So it depends on the product and whatnot, but you can get to a different level. All right, so again, we've got the same math for click-through rates, right? So if I've got 30,000 ads a month and the click-through rate is 0.1%, I still just have 30 clicks, but now those clicks have to actually convert into purchases. So let's say that you're converting at 20%. So you'd be converting 20%. So you've got 6 purchases. If the average purchase was, let's say, $100, now you've got $600 in revenue that you've generated for this service, and you're going to get somewhere between 9 and 50%. So on the low end, you're going to be getting 54. On the high end, you might make $300 a month. So depending on the industry, you might be able to really push this higher. You might even be able to incorporate affiliate links directly within your content. That's probably the best option. It takes more work because it's not just showing an ad. That being said, if you are going to be using affiliate links in content, you need to disclose, it's a law that you disclose that you may earn commissions on purchases from those links. It just can be in the footer or somewhere on your site, but it needs to be there. So when it comes to local sites, selling ads is a great way to drive revenue. Banner ads don't have terrific performance, and so you want to try to get more dynamic, more interesting. That's why we partnered with Broad Street Ads, and they have a whole slew of unique ads that you can offer as a local publisher that aren't part of the network, aren't part of what the big companies can do, and that can really set you apart. And then at Locable, within our publisher platform, we have a number of tools to help you monetize sponsored content, site sponsorships, and various other activities on the site that are less tied to CPM, and in fact will help you drive more traffic. So should you choose to do this or sell ads directly, you're monetizing that more directly on your own. So I hope that's useful information for those of you thinking about using some of these techniques. You can definitely do it. It just doesn't provide a lot in the way of value for you, and it introduces some interesting complications for people who are in your market as well.